Hi everyone, this is Charles from Channel Duello. Hope you're having a great weekend, and this time we have Northern Realms for our tech guide. And as we're testing new cards, Northern Realms has two new cards, which are King Henselt and Radowit. And since Radowit got nerfed, there's no point to play Uprising anymore, and it was rightfully nerfed because Uprising shouldn't work like that. So I'm glad it happened. And can we play both of these cards in the same deck? I really doubt it, because King Henselt is obviously designed for Siege, and Radowitz is kind of he could go anywhere. But since Uprising got nerfed, maybe you could try still Uprising with him. But he's not going to bring a lot of value, I think. So he's right now really valuable in Shield Wall decks. Actually, I was planning to shoot Shield Vault deck guide, but the meta. I mean, I faced a lot of toxic maneuver decks, guerrilla tactics decks, so that's why I decided to change, play something else, and went for Siege this time. And maybe my next video could be a Shield Wall deck, but I don't think it's strong anyway. This isn't strong either, and but I mean, it has lots of potential, especially in the correct meta. But I don't think this is I mean, this deck isn't right now ready for this meta. I mean, I'm gonna talk about it at the end of the video, but let's talk about the deck for now. Okay, so I'm gonna play Siege, and which leader am I gonna play with it? I kind of decided to play Pincer Maneuver. Why? Because, I mean, there are some crucial cards that you want to draw. King Castle and Siege on top of it, and maybe Gerhardt. I mean, they are. I mean, Gerhardt is like everywhere, so I'm not going to talk about him much. He's really great. Anyhow, so I mean, these two cards are really important. So if you're playing a Siege deck and playing it with a different leader, and if you can't draw them, you're screwed. So at least with Pincer Maneuver's 2-leader ability, you're guaranteed to draw those two cards. So what is the leader ability? You draw a Northern Realms card of your choice and shuffle a card from your hand back into the deck and spawn a volunteer in your melee row. So the volunteers are kind of worthless. It's 2 points each. And but drawing cards is really important. And when an opponent sees this deck, I mean this leader ability, Pincer Maneuver, I think I'm playing Letitia or some degenerate shit. But it's not, it's just, basic ethical Northern Realms deck. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the key pieces. I mean, the 14, 13 provision gold cards. That's what I'm trying to do. But one of the main reasons of, or one of the main difficulties of, trying to win with Siege deck is, I mean, you obviously win a round with your Siege, but how are you going to win the next round? I mean, the second round to win the game. Well, I think, like 7 or 8 months ago, I mean, King Foltest and Dawn Banner combo was really working great. And I mean, it's been kind of power crap, but still I can use this here with Defender. And King Foltest is my go-to card for first round. I mean, with him, Dawn Banners are being produced in the same row, and if the opponent does not have answer for Defender, he just, gives up the round. And then in the second round, I mean, you usually, you have two options, actually. You can, go for a bleed with your Siege, or you can play your Rafard Vengeance and, try to thin out your deck. Actually, there's a third option. You can play King Henselt and, bleed the opponent, and then finish the final round with Siege, maybe. So at least Foltest is giving me an option to do that. I mean, you don't want to run two rounds of Siege engines. Anyhow, and that's why the Foltest is here. What are the rest of the cards? Let's talk about King Henselt first of all. King Henselt is really great. At first sight, you're saying like, okay, he's pretty good, but you gotta play him to understand the value that he brings to the table. First of all, this is a 2-Tor card. On deploy, you play a crew unit from your deck. there are some, you know, good units with crew. Let's check them out. For example, War Elephant. You know, you can draw this card because it doesn't say bronze card. You can play this, and if you can, you know, manage to, you know, play the cards right, you can set up your crew pocket. And as you see, this is going to bring a lot of points. But this is really great for short round. And if you put this card, what are you going to draw? Remove maybe King Foltest. So that's an option. Maybe remove King Foltest and add War Elephant for short round. Sure, that could be an option. I mean, you can put this between your soldiers that are being produced by Pincer Maneuver. That's an option. Yeah, sure, you can do that. But you have to play King Henselt as well in the first round, and that is a lot of commitments. So that's why, I mean, the target of King Henselt is either your Rafar's Vengeance or Carabalistas. These are really good crew cards. And most of the time it's Carabalista because you're thinning out your deck. And another value of King Henselt is whenever an adjacent unit's cooldown decreases, boost self by the same amount. So this is an engine actually. So if you put this in between, you know, two units with cooldown, and Carabalista has cooldown, and also Rafar's Vengeance has cooldown. So this guy turns into an engine, and at the end of the, you know, round, you see this number like 8 or 9 instead of 3. So that's really a good value. And on top of that, there is this reinforced ballista, and this has cooldown as well. So King Henselt is perfect to be sitting next to those ballistas, arrow and reinforced ballistas. And also, if you play your cards right, you can create a maybe crew pocket for Carabalista, although the crew value isn't much. You just gain 2 armor. It's not that important. But if you're playing Rafar's Vengeance has to be between 2 soldiers. So positioning is extremely important here. Rafar's Vengeance has to be in between 2 soldiers. For example, on the left, you can have King Henselt, and on the right, you can put another soldier. And King Henselt on his right will be a unit with cooldown. That's good. And on the left, you can put a Carabalista. And if next to Carabalista there is a soldier, then Carabalista comes into play with 2 armor, and so on. It's really tricky though, but I mean, this doesn't bring a lot of value, but you know, as you all know, the crew ability of this is really great. Random, you know, 2 damage is pretty good, so you gotta play around this. And also, this is also good, you know, like 2 points every turn. It could happen. So this is the card. And when you play King Henselt, you usually win that round. And opponents usually don't touch him because the other units are more threatening when he's there, but he brings great value. So, and I wouldn't recommend playing him on a, you know, empty board, because I mean, for example, if opponents are running Reckless Fury, you could, you know, remove 2 units at the same time and so on. So that's why, I mean, at least there has to be 1 or 2 units before playing this. Okay, so what about Siege? I mean, Siege is totally based around siege engines, because the final chapter is bombardment, and your main goal is, you know, just play your siege engines and wipe out opponent boards with a huge bombardment. And this siege comes into play with, you know, 2 siege engines attached to it, and you gotta play 2 more siege engines to spawn them. So naturally you will have 4 siege engines, and bombardment will play for 8 unless the opponent removes your engines. As a tactic, you can play a couple of engines before playing siege to get more value from bombardment. But I mean, you usually start with around siege. But I mean, if you're playing against Syndicate, I mean, they will play bounty cards and so on. They can wipe out your siege engines while not playing many units on the board. So it really depends on the opponent, what you're playing. What about the rest of the deck? We got Gerhard because he brings so much value to the table. So I think he's a great fit for 11 provisions. I mean, you could play Baron maybe, but you know, you're bombarding everything anyway. So if something Mrs. Gerhardt could, reset it. But I mean, right now, I mean, Overwhelming Hunger is popular, so maybe Baron could be better. But I mean, if you're playing against Skellige, for example, Baron turns into a 6-7 point card, but Gerhardt is at worst playing Pact, so he's pretty good. I've talked about King's Fault and about Rafar's Vengeance. I should add that we're not playing Inspire Zeal, so in order to give Zeal to him, you need to play these 2 unit Siege supports. And Siege supports are really good with Siege decks anyway, because on melee you reduce cooldown of an allied unit by 1, and there are a lot of units with cooldown. And but I mean, his main purpose in this deck is to give Zeal to Rafar's Vengeance. So you play this on range row, and then the next turn you give an allied unit Zeal, which is Rafar's Vengeance. And I would recommend playing Siege support with your Amphibious Assault so that the opponent cannot touch it or will not want to touch it. And then you play your Vengeance safely on the board. And since we're playing Pincer Maneuver, you are guaranteed to make these moves. And winning or losing is actually comes down to pretty much matchups. I mean, against certain matchups, you are guaranteed to win because you are guaranteed to draw your cards. I mean, luck is really not much involved in this deck. And I don't like RNG. Maybe that's why I like Pincer Maneuver. But I really hate that Pincer Maneuver is being used in toxic Northern Rams decks. Fortunately, we're not seeing them this season. Okay, so the remaining cards, they are mostly siege engines, damage cards, and consistency cards like John Natalis. Play a warfare card from your deck, and the deck is full of warfare cards, reinforcements for more additional, siege engines. You can draw reinforcement with Natalis other than Amphibious Assault. We got 2 boiling oils, obviously, and we got a single bombardment, and also double winch. And one of the winch is reserved for Rafar's Vengeance. The other can be usually used for Caravellista because it has cooldown 3 and bombard and winch is reducing the cooldown by 3. That's ideal for it. But usually mulligan it away when you already used 1 copy for Rafar's Vengeance. Still, I mean, don't forget that it's at least 8 points when used on Caravellista. It's not a bad card at all. That's why we have 2 copies of it. And what about the bronze units? What about the siege engines? I would say we have a couple of Carabellistas, a couple of reinforced ballistas, and this card is amazing. And this card is also pretty good after its recent buff. And a single ballista, to complete the 4 provision package. We're running dumb banners just for fall test and that, trying to win that round. And Karak Marine is, we're running Devotion, so he's pretty good, especially with Rafar's Vengeance playing next to him. That's why he's there. And in this deck, I think he's better than Radovit's Royal Guards. We're not, using Prince Sensei or something like that, so Marine is better here. So, and the stratagem is Crystal Skull. Well, you could play actually regular tactical advantage. I mean, you could face vampires, but against vampires, I think this deck could be really good. So you could, I mean, actually swap tactical advantage. It won't change much. And if you're playing against Nilfgaard, you could lose anyway, unless you win an even and bleed out everything with your siege and so on. So that's it. Hope you like the games that I'm sharing with you today, and see you at the end of the video. Nature's Gift, it's really rare to see this. And I should immediately send GG to the opponent for not playing the toxic deck. Okay, so I have King Full Test at hand. I don't have Amphibious Assault, so we should be looking for that with my leader. Let's send Caravellista. Okay, this is pretty good. Yeah, I gotta keep this then. And I don't think I need another Caravellista. I mean, they're really good in the second. And they're really good with Henselt and Siege. Okay, so I should place something before using the leader, obviously. So that's inconvenience, obviously. And I think I'm gonna play this then, because there's really nothing I can play. Maybe Ballista? Yeah, let's do that. Here comes Caress. Okay, so should I go for this combo? I think so, that's the way it should. So Natalis then, right? For more thinning. And bombardment. At least this could force out my opponent to play Simless. So we are kind of resurrecting, you know, old interactions. Oh, that's convenient. Inconvenient, I should say. Okay, then we change our strategy then. So he's gonna keep moving my stuff, which is annoying. Maybe I should just pass here. So instead I'm gonna play this. He's gotta respect that. And play something more. I'm definitely going for a long round. Back into the deck. Don't tell me. Well, okay. I think I should win against this deck in the long round. Sweet. Okay, this is good. I may need winch. Maybe I can amphibious this out into this.
Mother Earth has answered my life. From you it came, to you it returns.
Oh, I think I should start right away with siege. So of all the opponents we're facing, I mean, this is a non-devotion deck. Okay, great. What can you do? Let's play siege support. What are you gonna do against this locket? Defender, okay.
I give them 2 days before they cower and retreat.
Alright. I have pincer maneuver, by the way, so what am I gonna use it on? Winch, probably.
Spit it out already. I don't have all day.
Okay, this is a soldier, this is a soldier. This is also a soldier. So let's play the sun. Here comes, oh, whoa, that's a really good one. I'm gonna put this here, this is on cooldown. Nero. Okay. Sure.
We do what must be done.
Okay. So pincer maneuver into winch. What are we sending away? Probably this.
Do something, anything.
This is on cooldown as well, but...
Do something, anything.
Well, this requires some time to play, I'm sorry, but...
Do something, anything.
Sure. Without Heatwave, where would the opponent be? Orb of Insight, okay. Hey, this spawn is pretty cool over there. Double rebukes, okay. That's effective. I'm just gonna bombard some shit then. Okay, so there's no way I can get through that. This is at 5. But I mean, I can't play boiling oil on something else.
Onward, Fryhead!
It's a good move, actually.
Tread carefully, lest this semester be your last.
I don't think you can touch it. Okay. Is there a doomed unit? Well, I just need, what, 5 points, right? Okay, we didn't get the reset, but this we have just 5 points with that card. Okay, I mean, it obviously works against this, even if the opponent is running Heatwave. Okay, playing against Overwhelming Hunger. Okay, so we got a bunch of bronzes in hand. We can't fix that though. Let's get rid of bombardment. This is nice, so I can draw my defender first. So this is good. And who should we get rid of? Maybe this. Okay, so I'm gonna start with amphibious assault and get our defender here. And since they're running Manticore, I gotta use the leader right now. And who should we send here? So we're Manticore Prof, yay! And let's set our round 1 engine.
For Temeria, man! To die for Temeria is to die a good death!
And I gotta do this because if I boost the bronze card, it's gonna spawn a copy of it. At least the opponent must be happy that he is not playing against Letitia nonsense.
Finally.
This is in fact healthier.
To arms!
Death Wish. Why would you play Miruna so late here? Oh my god, how lucky can you be? Are you seriously? I mean, of all these, he found the right one. What in the hell is going on here? This is just nonsense. Just nonsense. I mean, I can boost this and create another copy. Is there another? Actually, there isn't another copy left in the deck. So I'm just gonna pass here. Okay. But I mean, look at the RNG here. Is this for real? You just rolled it. Okay, so we got a player of Art's Vengeance this round. But before that, what should we play? Okay, so opponent decides to lead me, I guess.
Salutations.
Or maybe just play to... Okay, he's playing. That's nice. So let's find our Rafar's Vengeance here. And send what? Either boiling... Yeah, I think we should send boiling oil.
It's a one-way assault, I assure you.
We do this. And this. And draw boiling oil back.
Me knocking, grog.
There could be Parasite here. I'll just boost it and probably see a heat wave here, but okay, opponent keeps playing. Okay, sure. I'm just gonna play boiling oil here. And now we're gonna play winch. Yeah, unfortunately we couldn't prevent that from happening. What can you do? We are nicely thinning our deck. This is not a soldier, so...
Scrub this, scrub that, for fuck's sake, I'm sick of these tunes.
Do this. What a great bleed. Okay, so I don't want to break this. I could start with Ballista, maybe. Then, I mean, these two will draw siege engines. Yeah, let's start with this. Hound. Yeah. Let's play our siege and hope it doesn't get heat waved. But I think it will. Okay. So no heat wave. Heat versus Hound. Who's gonna win? Okay, so before that, let's do this. Here comes King Henselt. So opponent's playing solitaire right now, really doesn't care about what I'm doing, but unfortunately that's the nature of the opponent's deck, but it's totally healthy deck. I have zero complaints. Okay, but we need to get rid of this. Gonna play reinforcements here.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
Not bad. And also King Henselt is growing thanks to these cooldown cards next to each other. I gotta play this second to last card. So I think Kairon is going to be the final card here. Maybe I should play it earlier. But I mean, if I play this, I mean, obviously he's gonna do it right now.
Uh-oh. Trouble approaches.
So we have reduced that. So Kairon incoming. And, well, he needs to consume these two.
Get to clean up ahead of class.
Let's at least kill a Thrive unit. Yep, we lose. Great. There's really nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I can give Zeal to this. So if this is 12, 10. It's a tie. Okay, fun game. GG. Syndicate off the books. So is this devotion or not? That's the question. Okay, so good to see Gerhardt here. What are we going to start with, by the way? Yeah, Defender. Let's get rid of this as well. Well, that's pretty good in case, I play Rafar's Vengeance.
We tanned their black-clad hides at Sodden, we'll tan their black-clad hides again!
I could Crystal Scarlet to prevent bounties, but it's really risky.
You'll need Fawn Z6 CV1265X for that.
Maybe I should just play Vengeance here. That's a lot of commitment. I'm gonna play full test. On to... Yeah, let's not play this round.
Close ranks!
Okay, now Banner, and then Boiling Oil onto Tax Collector. Dino Bouncers.
Aye, aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
Finally.
Okay, the engine keeps ticking. This is really hard to overcome, actually. Pretty much guaranteed to get round control. The opponent isn't running Purify. Okay, leader. Raider. Okay, double thinning. Let's just boiling oil that.
Aye, aye, sir.
Get 5 more points. Okay, opponent's playing range.
Eternal fire, give me strength.
I think I will tempo pass here. Or I mean, opponent has 6 cards. So he could catch me up with 2 cards, probably. Well, 5. I mean, 5 points per turn is a lot, actually. So gonna be 45, and then how is he gonna catch me up? I'm gonna pass here and see what happens. I'm just curious. What? So this was a bluff? Okay, we win uneven on blue coin. Okay, this is really weird. How the hell did this happen? I think I'm gonna assault into something here. And I'm gonna try to, thin out my deck with Rofart's Vengeance.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
Okay, so let's assault onto each support. And boost this by 1. And play Vengeance next. Okay. This is a non-devotion deck. Okay. Wait, he didn't... What is he doing? I really want to get rid of this. But unfortunately, I can't. Oh, what did he remove? Dumb Banner? He thinks I'm running a Dumb Banner deck?
It's not
Dumb...
about why, it's about why not.
And it's all for me grog. Me knocking grog.
Please keep mulling Dumb Banners. Did he? Yeah, he is doing that. Thank you. Okay, so... Okay. Sure.
Learn that spell in Zerrikania.
This is getting really interesting. Okay, I'm gonna do... No, this is not gonna work. I was thinking about reducing the cooldown, but it's not gonna do anything. Maybe I could play Carabalista here, but I don't think so. I could play Ballista though. Oh, I don't want to give away that I'm playing Siege though. But I have to do it. Let's play this.
Our pyres will light up the north.
Okay. Safe.
Scrub that for fuck's sake. I'm sick of these chores.
This is going pretty good actually, without playing Siege. Maybe I should play Siege and get it over with.
this world, only two things are certain.
Okay, I'm gonna play this. I mean, I know it's not gonna draw me a card. But I mean, it's worth killing this. I mean, if he doesn't kill this, I'm gonna play one more card here. He needs to kill this. Okay, I'm glad that Assault is safe here. Okay,
Don't spend it all in one place.
opponent's really playing poorly here.
Salutations.
I can still play here. What about playing Siege? That would be crazy, right? I mean, if I play Siege, I'm gonna win, I guess. No doubt in my mind. So I'm gonna. There's this 17 card though. It's kind of making me nervous. I'm gonna play this. Oh, what are you doing, man? Come on, Ballista. Here comes Scoundrel.
That witch was brewing magic concoction.
Okay, even more thinning. That's enough though. I'm pretty sure if I played Siege, I was gonna win, but I'm gonna keep it safe here.
Abhorrent monstrosities, inconceivably grotesque.
So no Spander this round. Ignatius Hail. Interesting. So I assume he doesn't have Savola King of Beggars combo. I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, I need to take one more mulligan. Okay. Well, at least we got to play all our cards. What's the next play on range row? Yeah, that's what he does.
Storm is nigh.
So I'm curious if we can manage to play King of Savola and I mean King of Beggars and Savola combo. That would be really interesting. I mean, it would be interesting whether if I can managed to pull it off. Yeah, this is cooldown. This is cooldown. Well, there is the combo. Okay. No, there isn't combo. Where is the combo? Where's King of Beggars? Okay, so no coin left, actually. Does it really matter? Is this gonna hit armor? Yeah, that's really bad about that. Yeah, unfortunate this is gonna hit. There's the King of Beggar, but no coin left. Let's send this. No. Play this.
I could be your great-grandfather's great-grandfather.
Oh wait, this is pretty good. I mean, opponent is keeping me playing, so kudos to him. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to complete the game. GG. Okay, so although I'm not getting a GG back because I played all the way to the end. Okay, so as you see, I mean, Siege is fun to play, but it could be, you know, useful in certain metas, but not this meta. So I wouldn't recommend you guys playing it. Why? I mean, there's this movement deck, and it's really annoying to play against. And well, obviously, I'm not gonna find targets for Siege, and I mean, maybe it could be, you know, useful against Saskia. I don't know. I haven't tried it. But I mean, the existence of deck is really bad for this deck. Why? Because I mean, people are kind of being hesitant to play engine decks. This Siege deck is really good against engine decks for killing their stuff, and unfortunately, the movement decks are doing it better. And as a result, I mean, people are playing Death Wish decks, self-damage Skellige decks, and they are not really great matchups for Siege. That's why I don't think this is a good time for Siege meta. And but as you see, these cards are pretty good, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna see similar decks in the future, but not right now. So King Henselt is a great card, so we'll be seeing him in the future, I hope. Okay, so thank you for watching and hope to see you in the future. Bye bye.